So what does it take to actually break free from a pornography addiction? You know, the chances are if you're struggling in finding your freedom, the chances are if you're struggling in actually breaking through, and maybe you're relapsing every 30 days, every 60 days, or maybe you've even gone the 90-day or 6-month mark, yet you find yourself slipping back. You're probably missing one of the 3 foundational pillars of a true successful recovery plan. So in today's episode, I'm going to break down the 3 foundational pillars of a true successful recovery plan for breaking free and overcoming pornography addiction, and give you the tools necessary from the ground up to build a plan that'll help you break free from this addiction and go on to build the life 100% free of pornography and live the life that God has called you to live. Now, the first pillar in a true successful recovery plan is actually having a plan, a roadmap, a vision of what this journey is and should look like specifically for you. You know, anywhere that we're going to go in this life requires us to have a roadmap. If we're going to go on a trip, we plug in the destination of where we're going to go into Google Maps, and Google Maps spits out the exact directions. If you're going to change your body, if you're going to go through a physical transformation, maybe you hire a coach, maybe you hire a trainer, but they put together a blueprint. If you're going to launch and start and build a successful business, you're going to need to have a business plan, a roadmap of how you're going to market, sell your products, goods, and services, of how you're going to monetize the customers once they're into your pipeline, of how you're going to build recurring revenue, of how you're going to create marketing plans, of how you're going to actually create leads and customers to sell to. Well, our recovery plan should be no different. So many men I see and talk to struggle with having a clear vision of what it is they're trying to do. They say things like, I'm trying to quit pornography, or I'm trying to not look at things, or I'm trying to stay busy, or I'm trying to focus my attention on other things. Those are not viable plans. That's not actually a roadmap. So the first thing we must understand is if we are truly going to break free from this, we need to have a roadmap from where we are today to who it is we must become. And guys, if you're looking for some help in actually creating this blueprint for you, what we've done is we put together a free training on our 4-step process that helps guys identify the exact clear vision for the life that they can live. If you want to get your hands on this training today, visit rebuiltrecovery.com/vision or hit the link down there in the show notes below, and I'll send the training right over to you immediately. But the first pillar, the first foundational pillar in your recovery plan must be having a clear blueprint, a clear map on what it is you're trying to do with this journey. Foundational pillar number 2 is you need to have a support system around you. If you look at the most successful recovery organizations in the world, we're talking about organizations like 12 Steps, AA, Celebrate Recovery, any of your men's-based group organizations. All of them understand that a fundamental piece of this journey is the community that we surround ourselves with. You know, there's a famous saying that I believe to be true, that the opposite of addiction is not sobriety, but the opposite of addiction is the community and connection that you build in your pathway to sobriety. So understanding that you need a group of like-minded men around you, supporting you, lifting you up, sharing your wins, but also participating in your struggles with you is absolutely fundamentally necessary. A lot of people believe that an addiction to pornography at its root, at its core, is nothing more than an intimacy disorder. Think about the times that you're struggling with pornography. It's when you feel least connected with others. It's when you're alone. It's when you're isolated. That's why during 2020, when the world shut down, we saw a massive spike in mental health. So we saw a massive spike in addiction because we got disconnected from one of our core things that we need as human beings, which is connection with others. So in your pathway to recovery, if you're not sharing this journey with others, that may be a reason why you are struggling. So foundational pillar number 2 in your recovery, men, must be having a support system around you. And the third, and oftentimes least talked about part of this journey, is the accountability. And when I talk about accountability, I'm not talking about a person that's going to check in on you and ask you how things are going. The accountability that I believe is necessary is having that safe place, is having that real environment where you can go to when you make mistakes. Because guess what? Especially early on in this journey, you will make mistakes. You will slip. You will fail. But having somebody in your corner, having a mentor, a coach, a guide, a therapist, a bigger brother, an uncle type figure in your life, in your walk with you, that's going to put his arms around you, provide some grace, provide some love, but also provide some tough questions of why are we slipping? Why are we making the same mistake week after week? I believe your accountability should understand the journey that you're on and possibly, more than likely, gone down this journey themselves before. So recapping this, guys, if you're struggling with breaking free from your addiction to pornography, chances are you're missing one of the three necessary components. You probably don't have a plan. Do you have a clear blueprint on what you need to do today, on what you need to do tomorrow, on what you need to do next week, on what you need to do next month? And if you want some help in creating that plan, like I said, visit rebuiltrecovery.com/vision. I'm going to give you an absolutely free training that walks you through our 4-step process of creating a vision for your life without pornography. Foundational pillar number 2 is you need a support system. You need the men in your life that are walking this journey with you and understand what it is you're going through so they can support you along the way. And number 3, you need the hard questions asked. And they need to come from somebody that's going to truly hold you accountable to your word and what it is you say. Guys, I hope you're getting value out of these episodes. If you are, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave us a rating and review, but stick around and join us back next time for episode number 4 of The Rebuilt Man. We love you guys. Good luck in your journey. We'll see you on the other side.